everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name's Alexa Ray and welcome to another video. Welcome to a super new, fun, and exciting type of video on my channel. This is actually inspired by a Haley fam video. I got this idea to do an ultimate book video from her channel. She does these all the time and I was just instantly inspired and obsessed with the whole idea of doing a video with all my favorite things that I love to do on my channel. So in today's video, we are going to be combining all of my favorite types of videos to film on my channel. We are going to go bookstore shopping. We're gonna do a September wrap up. We're gonna fill out my reading journal, do a book haul, and just so much more fun book stuff that I love doing on my channel. I have so many fun things planned for today's video. So without further ado, let's get into the ultimate book vlog. So really quick, I just want to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Blackstone Publishing. Blackstone Publishing sent me this beautiful, guys, if you've been around for a while, you know that I majored in English in college. So for 4 straight years, all I did was study literature, study classics, stuff like that. Blackstone Publishing sent me this gorgeous, gorgeous collector's edition of The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I'm not even kidding you, I almost cried because this is just so beautiful. It is a hardcover book and it is just so beautiful all throughout it. Look at these details in just the pages alone. Something else that I am just absolutely obsessed with is the book actually has illustrations throughout it to go with the storyline. These illustrations are absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed with this so much. Like, are you kidding? So they came out with this beautiful collector's edition of The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and alongside it they also came out with their own audiobook narrated by Tanner Buchanan, who, if you're not familiar, he's a part of Cobra Kai and the new Netflix rom-com He's All That with Addison Rae. So he's the narrator for the audiobook. He really brings to life the world of The Great Gatsby, as well as just takes this really cool creative approach towards it, and listening to him narrate it just really gives this story like a whole different feel and almost like meaning behind it, which I thought was so cool. If you're not familiar with this incredible, beautiful story, it tells the story of Jay Gatsby, and basically what we read about is how Jay meets the love of his life, Daisy, when he is a young man in the army. He really doesn't have anything to offer her, so he's not the ideal husband for her. But of course we do have that forbidden love. It's a really beautiful but tragic type of love story. It does take place in the Jazz Age, which is one of my favorite time periods. We're talking the 20s, the 30s. It's the age of massive dance parties where people get super dressed up. I always am recommending classics on my channel, probably because I was an English major. I just really love and appreciate classic literature. It's such a different feel compared to our modern day literature, and I always recommend that people at least read 1 or 2 classics in their time. The Great Gatsby is an amazing classic to start with. You guys can use the link in my description box to actually order your own copy of this beautiful collector's edition of The Great Gatsby, as well as check out the audiobook narrated by Tanner Buchanan. I could not recommend it enough. He really adds such a different vibe and feel to this entire story, this entire world, the characters, everything. So thank you so much again to Blackstone Publishing for sponsoring today's video, and without further ado, let's jump in to the ultimate book video. Okay guys, so I wanted to include my September wrap up in this video because your girl did not read that much in September, okay? September has probably been the craziest month of my entire life. It was literally back to school season and I started my first semester in graduate school. So yeah, it was back to school season, and then it was also the last month before my wedding. If you're new here, I am getting married. I'm actually getting married October 7th, which is so close, and I'm finally just able to relax and get really excited about it. It's just been go the last few months. We've literally spent the last 6 months planning this wedding. It is just so much. No one ever told me how much goes into planning a wedding. So that was another crazy part of September, was the wedding planning, the finalizing of so many different things. I didn't read as much as I hoped to read in September, unfortunately. I actually spent the entire month finishing up book 4 in the Twisted series, which is Twisted Lies. It tells the story of Christian Harper and Stella. It shouldn't have taken me all of September to read, but because I was only reading like 2-3 chapters a night, it took me all of September to to read, unfortunately. So this book was roughly almost 600 pages. I don't typically read like super chunky books like this. Nonetheless, this was absolutely amazing. Like the fact that it took me all of September to read it has nothing to do with the quality of it or like if I liked it or not, because I absolutely love this book. I love this series. For my September wrap up, we have Twisted Lies by Anna Hong. This is Twisted book 4 in the Twisted series. Christian Harper is this billionaire CEO of a security company, and Stella is an influencer, and they basically spark up this little romance. It's a fake dating trope, which I absolutely am obsessed with. If you're new here, fake dating, enemies to lovers is like, they are my favorite book tropes of all time. I am a huge fan of the entire series. I love each book for so many different reasons, but this book couple, this might be my favorite book out of the Twisted series, I think. I really loved their love in this book and how they connected to each other, and just like the whole storyline just really kept me interested and in love with it. Short but sweet little summary. Stella basically moves in to the Mirage, which is an apartment building that Christian owns. He also lives upstairs from their apartment, which is very interesting. She comes up with this idea to launch a fake boyfriend on her profile to hit that 1 million milestone. Just so happens Christian Harper needs his plants watered, and he offers to be Stella's fake boyfriend in return of her watering his plants. Very fishy, if you ask me. I really enjoyed this book because there's like so much to it. I do find it very similar to book 1, which is Ava and Alex's story. Christian and Alex have very similar vibes, similar character personalities, but unlike book 1, this book has so much more detail and like just so much more body to it. I feel like book 1 was very rushed and cut short, whereas in this book we get like the entire story from the beginning to the end. We know exactly what happens between Stella and Christian. There's no like major time gaps or anything, so I really appreciated that because I wanted more of Alex and Ava's story, and it was a really short book. I think this was the perfect length, and I think we really get to know Christian and Stella together, so I really love this book. It was a 5-star read for me. Shocker, every book in the Twisted series was a 5-star read for me. I am absolutely obsessed. I love the characters. I love how the characters too are intertwined throughout every book. Finishing this book, I was sad because I didn't want this series to end. It's one of my favorite book series of 2022. I'm sad that it's over, but maybe we'll get like another book somewhere down the road. I really loved her writing style. I liked her storytelling. It was very captivating. They're easy, fast-paced reads. They're very spicy. I must say they are very spicy reads, so if you're not into super spicy reads, I don't recommend these, but the storylines and the characters are absolutely beautiful. I love these books so much. I am hoping for more of them down the road. Twisted Lies, book 4 in the Twisted series. It is a 5-star read for me, and I totally recommend it. Okay, so another part of this video that I thought would be super fun to include is filling out my book journal. If you don't know, I recently posted a video on my channel that was setting up my book journal. I am absolutely obsessed with this. It's where I log all the books I read, my book reviews, my daily reading log, stuff like that. It is just the perfect book journal in my opinion. If you want more details on this, definitely go check out like my previous video where I'm setting this up, because I have the link to the journal in that description box, and we also just go through fill it out together, which was so fun. This is actually like one of my favorite pages because I colored in all the books. So I thought for this video we would fill out Twisted Lies in my reading journal, so I can actually fill out this little percentile here to hit 70% done with my reading goal. My reading goal for 2022 is to read 50 books. I just hit 70% through it by finishing Twisted Lies, so we're gonna go through and fill this out, as well as add to my books finish list. So we're gonna add in Twisted Lies, add my book rating, as well as colored in my little book stack here. And then afterwards, we are going to be filling out my first ever book review in this journal. I'm so excited because I have not yet filled this out yet. This is super new, so I'm really excited to add Twisted Lies in as my first book review. So we are gonna go through and fill this out and then talk about it after. Okay guys, so I just finished out filling out my reading journal. I'll show you the little bits that I did. For my reading tracker, I just shaded in at the 70% because I am 70% through my reading goal for 2022, which is so crazy to say. I'm so excited. I really feel like I'm going to hit the goal this year and read 50 books. That is super exciting. Next, I went in and I finished out the books finished page. I added Twisted Lies to it. I also added my little star rating, and then I shaded in the next book in my little book stack here and added in Twisted Lies, which I'm absolutely obsessed with these book stacks. I don't know why, I just think they add like such a cute little detail to the reading journal. And then we went in and I put in my first ever book review in my reading journal, which was so much fun. I'm so excited to add so many other books to this. So right at the top, I filled out just the basics. We have Twisted Lies by Anna Hong. I read the book version, not the audiobook. It's a romance, 559 pages. It was first published June 30th of 2022, which I don't think I knew. I don't think I knew that this book actually came out this year, which would explain why it was so hard to find when I was like ready to read it. I started it September 9th. I finished it October 1st. I gave it a 5 rating for exciting, a 5 rating for ease of reading, and then my overall rating was a 5 out of 5. The first question it asks is, what do you think of this book? I just put down like a super short little answer since we already like talked about my opinion of the book, but I wrote it's an exciting and spicy romance between an influencer and a CEO. I love the fake dating trope and how protective Christian was of Stella. I also loved how they opened up to each other and encouraged each other to be themselves. The next question was, what was the most interesting, intriguing, challenging, and surprising? I just put in like what was the most surprising to me in the book. I thought Christian's secret about knowing who Stella was very surprising, but like I wasn't mad about it. It makes sense why she was so mad and disturbed about it, but at the same time, like I wasn't mad about it. Next up, we have, what are you going to take away from this book? I just put down that I love their love and I love Stella's determination. And then right here on the other page is thoughts and quotes. I put down some of like my favorite quotes in the book, because love is ordinary, mundane, and Stella, you're extraordinary. I've never wanted someone more and I've never hated myself more for it. I would throw myself into her flame and let it burn me alive if I met her warmth was the last thing I felt before I died. I believe in everything when it comes to you, only for you, butterfly. Those are just a few. I put like a ton down. I'm not gonna go through all of them because you guys will just have to read the book to read them for yourself. Yeah, this was my first ever book review in my reading journal. I'm really happy with how it turned out and how it looks. I'm really excited to keep adding to the book reviews in this journal and see how many I can get done in 2022 alone. Okay guys, it's golden hour. Can you tell? I feel like my face looks kind of golden right now. So obviously this wouldn't be the ultimate book video unless we were going book shopping. So that is our next stop in today's video. We are going to be book shopping at Barnes & Noble. If you've been around for a hot minute, you guys already know these are some of my favorite types of videos to film on my channel. I love bookstore shopping. So I'm very excited to be going to Barnes & Noble today. They just released the new edition of Verity by Colleen Hoover that's supposed to have like an extra like chapter. So if they have that, I think I'm gonna pick it up. I also want to pick up more books in the Dirty Air series because I only have book 1 right now. I'm one of those people who will buy like the entire book series before I even read the first book. I don't know why I'm like this. Don't ask. I really don't know. So I have a few books in mind that I'd like to pick up today. We are going to head in to Barnes & Noble, scope out the whole area, see what's new, see what's hot, and then of course afterwards we are going to do a massive book haul, which are my favorite things to do on my channel. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. Let's go book shopping.
I wake up, I don't wanna make my bed. I'll save up all my energy. Instead, you take up all the energy I have inside. And I can't find a way to just ignore it. And I can't really take it anymore, 'cause I can't stop you from running around through my mind. Won't stop running, never will. I'll take some melatonin pills this time, 'cause I just wanna sleep tonight. me. Yeah, I just wanna sleep. But lately I've been sleeping way too much. Cause baby, I've been dreaming about us. And I can't help but wish that all my dreams came true. But I'm not ever wishing on a star. The galaxies won't make you change your heart. Won't make it any easier for me to stop dreaming about you. So I've been getting bags under my eyes. Cause I've been staying up too late at night, just writing all my feelings out on this page. Deciding whether I should just confess or hide it. Tell myself it's for the best, but either way I go, I know you're never gonna feel the same.
Okay guys, we just got out of Barnes & Noble. The sky looks so gorgeous right now, you guys. Look how beautiful. It's like cotton candy, okay? But we just got out of Barnes & Noble. It is 7 o'clock now and it is so dark out. Like, I love fall. It's my favorite season, but I don't like it at the same time because the sun sets so much sooner and it gets like so dark so fast. The sky is just getting like progressively more and more pink. It was such a vibe in there. It's 7 o'clock on a Monday. No one was there. I was just vibing. It's like my favorite time to go is when it's like super late and like early in the week because it's not as busy then. And we picked up some really cool books. We're gonna skirt around so I'm not facing it. That might be a little bit better. I think this is a little bit better just so my face isn't like so red and I look like I'm evil or something. I don't know. I wasn't planning on getting this many books, but I kept just like finding like random ones and I was like, oh, I need to try this out. So I'll start with the first two that I said I was gonna try and get. It's Collided and Wrecked by Lauren Asher. This is book 2 and 3 in the Dirty Air series. Book 1 is Throttled and I have that one at home. I just want to pick up book 2 and 3 really quick because I'm really nervous I'm going to read that book and then I won't be able to find book 2 and 3 because that happened when I was reading the Twisted series. I read book 1 and then I couldn't find the other 3 books for some reason. I also love like the spines, like they're actually labeled like what number book they are. I just think they're super aesthetic looking. These are what the covers look like. I just love how like simple yet really cool looking these covers are. I hear so many amazing things about the Dirty Air series, so I'm super excited to give it a try. Book 2 is Collided. It tells the story of Sophie and Liam. So it looks like this might be like a friends to lovers trope as well as like a forbidden love type trope. I'm not gonna go into too much detail about these books just because I want to do like more with them later. And then book 3 is Wrecked. It tells the story of Elena and Jax. It looks like this might be an enemies to lovers trope, which is my favorite. We already know. I'm excited. I hear nothing but good things about them and it's also just like super recommended on my channel, so I'm excited to finally have the complete series. The next book I picked up is Kingdom of the Wicked by Carrie Maniscalco, but it's Kingdom of the Wicked, and when I first saw the cover, not my type of vibe. I don't like the skull snake vibe up there. It's really creepy, but I did pick it up just because I like this font and I liked how it's like this gold color. And when I was reading the back, I was immediately like intrigued, and then I saw that there were 2 other books in this series and I was like, so I went through and I read like the backs of each book, and this sounds like such a cool freaking series. So I got book 1. I'm gonna try it out and see like how it goes. It says 2 sisters, 1 brutal murder, a quest for vengeance that will unleash hell itself in an intoxicating romance. This just sounds super dark and different from what I usually read on my channel, so I wanted to give it a try. And it looks like there's an enemies to lovers trope, might be like a forbidden romance in here. It's hard to explain. I don't want to give away too much, but this just seems really cool. It's definitely a little bit out of my comfort zone because again, it gives me like that dark vibe, but I'm really excited to try it out. Next up we have The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. I picked this up immediately because I thought this title was absolutely beautiful as well as the book cover. The vibe that I'm getting from this is a fairy tale gone wrong, so I'm excited to see what this is about. I love like fairy tale retellings. I'm just obsessed with this cover. I think it's so freaking cool. It's also a signed copy by the author, which is really cool. So this is really signed by Stephanie herself. I thought that was really cool. That's probably like another reason I got it, because I don't have like anything like that. Also, I just want to show you guys the actual hardcover because I love seeing the physical hardcovers of books. Look how gorgeous this is. Are you kidding? I'm so excited for this book. And then last but not least, we have the lovely Colleen Hoover Verity Special Edition exclusive new chapter. This is gorgeous. I love that it's a hardcover, first of all. I love that it's a gold cover also. I'm obsessed with this. It doesn't give me as like spooky of vibes as the other cover does. The other cover's like green and super dark. Let me know down below if you guys would like to talk about this bonus chapter. We picked up 5 amazing books today in Barnes & Noble. I'm so excited to add these to my library collection. Okay everyone, that is all from my book video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun. Let me know down below if you liked this type of video and if you'd like to see more of these videos on my channel. I loved doing this. I loved combining all my favorite types of videos to film into one big one for you guys. So definitely let me know down below if you liked it and if you'd like to see more of these. I think I'm definitely going to add my reading journal into my monthly wrap-ups because I think it's super fun to like fill it out with you guys and to show you guys like how I fill it out. So if you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up because it really helps me out. Lets me know that you like these types of videos, you like my bookstore vlogs, my monthly wrap-ups, my TBR, my reading vlogs, the ultimate book videos, and all that super fun book-related content. And then of course, don't forget to subscribe down below if you'd like to see more of me because I post every single week and sometimes I post more than once a week, more than twice a week, kind of just depends on like how crazy life is at the moment. October is going to be just as crazy just because it's my wedding month. But I'm hoping after the wedding things calm down a ton so we can just get back to our normal chill book videos on my channel. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day and I'll see you in my next video.